So we bought this Comanche twin engine turbocharged airplane right behind me about 1.5 years ago. And today we're gonna be putting the last pieces on this to really bring it up to that level of perfection. We did fly this thing back about, I don't know, 6 months ago, but we wanted to make it just that much better. So today we got a ton of parts to put on, and at the end of this, we should be able to pull it out. Dave's gonna come over and we're gonna check out how these turbos make these Comanches fly.
All right, so we have the Twinkie here. Got a couple of parts we're waiting on. While we're waiting on them parts, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't polish this thing up, get it looking a lot nicer than what it does. It's a little oxidized. It should come back pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and hammer away at it and see what we can make her look like.
Awesome.
Definitely brought the shine back. See, I think that'll look good. Go ahead and keep on going.
The red comes out pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Little cracking, but I mean, not too terrible.
Problem is you put too much money into it by repainting and doing all that. Now you take the market down on who could buy it. And for somebody looking to get their twin multi, you know, this is a great candidate for it. So I'm gonna kind of keep it not cheap in the respects where it's not airworthy, but where you can save a couple bucks, you try and save a couple bucks.
Make it good, but not go overboard.
Yeah, because this will be a great trainer for somebody.
The guys just opened the door over there, and you can really see how nice it's coming in now.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
It's like a whole different airplane.
Yeah, no, really.
Got it all polished up, looking good. Now I'm going to attack these engines. We need to get these dressed up a little bit. Get as much of the grease and oil off. Maybe put even a little bit of paint on here. I think I might remove the exhaust as well, so we can inspect that thoroughly, and then we'll coat a paint on that probably as well. So we're just going to try and make her look a little bit nicer, get her cleaned up real good, and that way, whoever buys it, you know, have a really nice looking piece. Got things stripped down. Got my degreaser here. So we're gonna let the scrubbing bubbles do what they can and pre-treat this and get the other side ready for degreasing. Oh, look at the filth hitting the floor. I love it.
It's already dripping crap.
Yeah, it's definitely doing its job already. think it looks pretty clean. What do you think?
It looks pretty solid.
We'll let them dry a little bit. I think we'll go grab some lunch, come back, blow them off with a little bit of air, tape some things up, and I think we'll put a little paint on that and make it look a little bit nicer.
Yeah, once they get refreshed, like some of these covers, a little bit of new paint on them, that's gonna look pretty good.
Yeah, I think those might get something special. We'll see. All right, so got all the intake tubes off. We're gonna go ahead. They look kind of crappy. We're gonna throw them through the vapor hone, see how they turn out. Then I'll put some paint on there, and I don't know what color yet, but maybe we'll go something custom, maybe we'll go original. So we'll see. So now we got these all cleaned up. Gonna roll them outside and put a little color to them.
Wanna give Jason a little touch up?
Oh, we could.
Probably similar color.
Yeah, it's pretty close. What do you think? Just an RR on the hood?
Yeah.
There we go. That's 4 done and 4 more to go.
So I think before we get all the engine covers on and all that other stuff, we're gonna have to pull these valve covers off, maybe do a little vapor honing.
Make them look neat.
Make them look nice and neat. I'll get this right engine off if you want to get the left engine off.
Sounds like a plan.
Keep going. So a cool thing about pulling these covers off and repainting them, it gives us a chance too to check out these gaskets. These are old engines, they're lower time, they're about mid-time, but these gaskets are definitely old and they're gonna leak. And these valve covers also sit behind all the turbo intakes. So this is the last thing that you want leaking because you have to take all that stuff off just to tighten it up. So we're gonna put some good gaskets underneath here. Make sure everything's good, get these refinished, and they're not gonna leak, and we're not gonna have to take it apart again. Sweet. All right, I'll get these cleaned up. So I got these all cleaned up. I'll rinse them off. I might have to add my name to the rinse sink so I can rinse them off. And
Just say Joe did it.
that was about 1 minute and everything is off of there. It's all cleaned up. The gasket surfaces are good. We're just gonna shoot that with a little bit of primer, a little bit of paint, let it set up, and we're good to go. I mean, this thing just speeds us up so much. So if you guys haven't checked out Vapor Home, check out their machines. They're really good. We love this thing. While Joe got the rest of the covers cleaned up, I thought I'd go out and throw some nice blue paint on these. It'll clean them up and they'll look really good. I'm going to take the retainer off of here for the front of the crankshaft. So this holds the seal in, and once these things sit, these seals get old, they get dry, and inevitably they start leaking. While this was all apart, we wanted to put new ones on. We actually had to stop on our crankshaft seal installation because we need to order one of those tools or borrow one. Otherwise, you can damage that seal. Don't want that to happen, so we're just gonna wait for that. We're gonna hop on to the intake side of the turbo here, where we have a seal that is on like the back side of this door right here. It's a seal that is known to go bad. It dries out. And this is very dry, and it actually looks like it was installed the wrong way too. So I'm glad that we pulled that out of there. Meanwhile, I'm going to pull this apart so I can get a good look at it. Check on this backside flap. So I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. If you look inside here, you're going to see that there's like a lot of dirt, and that's right around the edge where that seal's going to sit. Not to mention there's just dirt around here. I'd really like to pull these completely off, scrub every single little part down, paint every single little thing, replace every single little bolt, but that would take till like next year to get this one engine done, because that just takes so much, and it's structurally sound. It's just a little more aesthetics, but some of this stuff just it really bugs me. So as we get it apart, clean it up the best we can and make sure that the repair is best as possible. Now, we might have went a little far cleaning up all these components, but this is a turbocharged high-performance airplane engine, and we want it perfect. We can't have any grease or grime on this project by the time it's done. It's going to be clean and 100%.
All right, Jason got this part of the air assembly out. I think we're going to pull the entire airbox. The seal down inside here we got to replace, and it seems like it's going to be a little bit easier if we take it off. And not just that, we clean it really well, maybe even vapor hunt it, make it look new again, almost. We'll be able to inspect it real closely to see if there's any damage anywhere. So we'll go ahead and get this thing yanked out of here. Down in here is where that gasket I was talking about needs replaced, so I have to figure out how to get this ring out and get that out of the assembly. So go see how that works. Now that I got all that out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean all those parts up, inspect all the rubber hose and connections and couplers, and see what we got and see if we need to order anything. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need that.
So that's what about the other one? Oh, this one's been repaired. Looks like
I think something was glued to it.
yeah.
Or was it?
Well, look, it's a repair.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna need replaced. I'm sure these are cheap. So we'll order a new one of these. Is that one
Not
good?
real close. It looked okay.
Oh, that one looks good.
It's still soft.
Okay.
It's not hard and crunchy.
Yeah, let's check the other side. Oh, that's a different type.
Yep. With a rub mark.
With a rub mark, yeah, we're gonna have to replace that because it's like almost rubbed through. I'll bet you pressure test this thing, it would definitely be through.
This one almost looks like maybe it might be an original, whereas the other one might be a replacement. or
Yeah.
vice versa.
I think either way, we're just gonna have to order them, and then that way, besides this one here, which is you can easily get to this one, and this looks like a newer one. I say we clean this up, double check it for anything like that stuff down in the bottom there. That's questionable. And if we need it, I'd say we order it, but I can tell you now, these are gonna be a couple $100 each. And right now we're already, I think, $3,000 in the parts on this without any of these parts. I'm sure it's gonna be another $3,000. This is the flap inside of this airbox. It's completely broken off inside. Didn't even notice it until we started disassembling it because we want to replace the seal that's in here. Obviously, that's dangerous. If this busts off the other side, it could fall down inside of here into the intake.
And totally block off all your air.
Totally
right?
block it off. Like literally you would have an engine out and it's still hanging on by a 1/16 inch of aluminum on the one side. So we're gonna fix that up, make sure it's right, but until we pulled this thing apart, there was no way to find that. That's something that nobody's gonna find during an annual or anything. You literally have to tear it apart. So luckily we found that, but it gives me a little bit more insight on really how deep you gotta go in all these things. The expenses just keep going up, but these will be brand new and they'll be ready to go. So if you have one of these systems on here, especially one on a Comanche, you might wanna pull this whole airbox here apart and take a look at some of those pieces. All right, so we got to the point where we need to get some more parts from Ray J Turbos to get these airboxes rebuilt the way that they should be and up to a good spec. So we're gonna stop here. And now we're gonna jump into getting some mags over on both of these engines. We got 4 brand new mags, and with the Ray J and turbo and everything, you actually get 4 impulse coupling mags. I'm not really sure why, but that's the way it comes with the kit. It's the way the airplane came, so that's what we're putting back on there. If you guys recall, this has PA39 engines in. So this right one, it is a reverse rotation, so that prop rotates in towards the front end. You don't have a critical engine. Makes it really nice for flying and for safety. But what that means is you have to have 2 reverse rotation mags on there, and then you also have to have a counter-rotating vacuum pump. So we're also going to get that thing on. So at that point, hopefully our parts are here from Ray J. We did overnight them. They've been really good with us getting that stuff here. And really at the end of the day, the thing that we're finding is we should have just tore all that stuff apart originally, because we are so darn picky and we just want this thing to be beautiful and perfect and last for a really, really long time. We also have brand new clamps here. So there's an AD, an airworthiness directive on these clamps. So we got brand new clamps, and let me tell you, those clamps are frigging expensive. I'm not sure what we're gonna have in this slight rebuild of the Comanche, but I can tell you from the time that we got it until now, it's thousands of dollars, but it's going to be a great airplane. So let's dig in, let's get at it. So I didn't have any of the leads to hook this up, but 2 little 1/4-inch extensions and a little bit of masking tape to insulate it, and it worked great. Yeah, so these mags are on this right side. We'll get these locked down. Pete can double check them, and then we'll get the rest of this thing together. It's pretty late. I wanted to get these crankshaft seals put in before the guys got in here tomorrow, so hopefully we can get this Comanche finished up. But that seal there, this thing is a lot smaller than the flange that it has to go around, so we had to buy this tool. Never did one before, but I think we'll be all right. We just got to be a little careful, and we got it lubed up. I got this cup of boiling water here with the seals in, sitting, getting pliable. So I want to get that thing in and just let it sit there and get back to shape before we, goop it up and get the spring back in it and push it back in place tomorrow morning. So this Comanche project is, it's just one of those things, you just keep running down every other rabbit hole because you see something that you can fix or make a little better or clean up, and I really, these airplanes, man, you could spend years on every single one. Eventually you got to stop somewhere. So we're going to grab it. We're going to grab the seal, get it on here. Hopefully this goes well. One seal down, or at least on here. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna let this sit till tomorrow morning just so it can shrink down and take shape again. We'll get the inner spring that goes in here, we'll get that installed, and then we'll goop this up with some sealant, get that pushed in place, and this one should be good to go. So now over to the other side. I was actually really worried about doing that, but so far so good. It looks good. Everything went on smooth. You just gotta, it probably helped to have a couple different hands here, but it looks good. I think everything's gonna be good to go. I kind of feel like I could put the spring on yet and get this installed. I mean, because it's stretched, but it really seems like it went back to its size. So I think I might just go ahead and install it, and that way this can set up and cure overnight, and then maybe tomorrow we can actually get this thing fired up. Do you ever want to become a pilot? Have you ever wanted to own an airplane? Well, here's your chance, because at the Rescue Foundations, we have a raffle going on right now where you can win this airplane totally refurbished and resto modded out. Plus, you'll get $35,000 towards paying taxes on it, so there'll be no money out of your pocket. Or if you don't want an airplane and you just like cold hard cash, $100,000. It's your choice. Pick what you want. We also have second and third prizes. Check out the link down below. Click on it. Get entered. Win yourself an airplane and some cash. One of the number one things with working on these airplanes I found is, what's the most important thing, Pete?
All the paperwork.
All the paperwork. So the first thing I get to do this morning is go over some of the stuff that we put back on as Pete is inspecting it and telling me all the things that I got right.
Yes.
All right, that I got right today. Overhauled left mag, overhauled right mags. I do have to take a minute, thank QAA, Parcel Group for all their help. Every time we send them a part, it goes out. They do a great job, and they're just a great group of guys over there too. So if you got some mags to get overhauled, you got some parts you need to get a hold of them and they'll take care of you. Installed and timed. We just double checked my timing. It's good to go. Can't we just write fixed it in the logbook?
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? All right, so we have the oil pressure switch. So I got those on. We got the new vacuum pump. Did we ever order vacuum filters? Joe,
I know nothing.
you're the parts department.
What's that?
Did we ever order any vacuum filters?
Vacuum filters?
No. They in the nacelles.
No.
I have like 3 of them sitting in my toolbox at home because
Where do they go?
Well, what the hell good are they gonna do in your toolbox at home?
nobody asks for vacuum filters anymore.
Oh, come on. Those are perfectly disintegrated.
Left and right airbox inspection. We got the parts in. Again, a great aviation company guys over at Ray J took care of us, overnighted everything. We got a box of stuff right there ready to go. So that kind of saved us. So hopefully by the end of the day today, it's at least running. I don't think it'll be flying, but at least it'll be running. So while me and the other mechanic were working on the right engine, Joe and Pete started working on the left engine.
Teamwork makes the dream work, man. Perfect. Perfect.
Yep. Nice. I just don't know why, but seeing these uncovered for so long has just been bugging me.
The rockers?
Yes,
Cover them up, dude.
that's what I'm doing.
So we were just looking at the engine over here and noticed that some of these hoses down here on the drain tubes should be replaced. They're just a little bit dry. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull those off and replace them while we're here. It's just one of those little touches that if you don't do it now, of course, when you get it all back together, it's gonna be leaking. And this is why you replace them. So pretty much anytime you take off these intakes, just replace them, because that's terrible. There's one more right here. Oh, look, I'm like, does this hose need replaced? And I touched it and it broke. I hate these clamps. Well, it'll work. Yeah.
Hey, don't scratch my paint.
Too late. Are you too far or too?
There we go, I got it.
Just had to wiggle a little bit.
Just wiggle it, just a little bit.
Good.
I don't know who f***ing painted the studs, but that didn't help anything.
Some jerk.
Jack off with a beard and glasses sitting in a chair on the other side of the airplane.
You got yours?
It's
in?
called Loctite, bud.
Is it in?
All right, where's that mount?
What do you want to do to me? Oh, right there. That whatever you just did, that fixed it. Mine looks pretty good, I think. I'd have to tighten it up.
What's going on over here?
This bracket's cracked right here. So I gotta do a sheet metal repair on it.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead,
That's
Joe.
a nice.
Go ahead, I have confidence in you.
See how Pete likes it. Do you like it like that?
Oh, dude. You're almost a professional, Joe. Almost a professional.
I have blocks of wood you could drill into. You don't have to drill into my bench top.
Or that. Oh, these right here.
We'll throw a prop on. You can help? Pivotal moment.
This one is blocked.
Crooked, yeah. Dave's behind the gun here.
I couldn't do it with my slippery pilot fingers.
All right, you got this. I'm gonna go and stick the hoses, replace the hoses under the underside. Lubed, grooved. Do we have the wrenches? Dang, look at you. Wrenches ready and all. Ready to glow. It's like you did this once or 50 times this week.
What do you think, bro?
Looks like a wiener to
I
me.
think we're professionals, if you ask me.
Yeah.
We got the props on. We have most of the intake and stuff done on this side. We're waiting for the one part to mount this turbo. We got the new clamps on. Everything's looking good. We have the new pressure sensor over here for the dummy light. We still gonna clean out both of these filters for the oil system on the turbos. There's like a pre-filter going into the turbo. Mags are timed, all new hoses on the bottom. Exhaust is done all the way back. Intake tubes are on, plugs are torqued. We got the new vacuum pump on there. It's looking good. Yeah, so a little bit to go. I guess just a couple parts that we overnighted, which is unfortunate, but it just kind of is what it is, since somebody decided to make one that didn't work so well a number of years ago. So I think we're gonna make a heat shield for the one cable over there. Not a shield, I'm just gonna take an old hose. I'm gonna take the fire sleeve off of it. We're gonna put it around it, safety wired on it, because it's right next to the exhaust tube that comes out of the turbo. If you guys ever saw turbos, they get red freaking hot. So last thing we wanna do is melt a cable, and you know, that would really suck, so. Really important to get this thing clean, because this pretty much saves the turbo from having any issues. If you have any dirt, you're going to see it in there too. All right, let them in there for a bit, and we should pull them out. We'll clean them up, put them back together, they'll be good to go. All right, so we actually got really lucky. We did find one of these mounts for this turbo. The old one was broken and it was corroded, just wasn't any good, and it was really buried down in there, so you couldn't even really see it until we took this whole assembly apart. And yeah, but we're good to go. Got this thing, we're gonna get it put on. So all we have now is a couple finishing touches, and then this thing is going to be ready to start up. I'm so excited to get it outside, test it out, and see how she performs.
Clear prop.
Sky traffic, this is Comanche 7520 Yankee radio check.
Clear to the count.
Thank you. Chester County traffic, Comanche 7520 Yankee is taxiing down from hangar 3 to the 1-1 run-up area, Chester County. The first startup went really well. Oil pressures, they came right up. Everything was looking good. It was taxiing really nice, but we had to get it down to the run-up area because we had to look at all the gauges and just make sure we didn't miss anything, and it is running perfect. Doing so much work on all the turbos and components, you want to make sure that they're working right and that everything is actuating the way it should be on the ground before we get it up in the air. So the doors on the pressure side of the turbo, right when I engaged the turbo came up, they're perfect, we're gonna head right back to the hangar and get this thing closed up so we can get it up in the air.
Chester County traffic, Comanche 7520 Yankee is taxiing up from Roundup area in 11 up to Hangar 3, Chester County.
So as far as I can tell, everything's working really well. Left mag on the left engine. Somehow the P lead is not making connection, so we got to check that. But turbos came up, they're working good. All the oil lights, no problems. Everything looks really good. So a couple things to look over on the engines. And we're going to take this thing and go for a flight.
We got good oil pressure on both engines. You know, this is a test flight. You know, we got the whole turbo system all gone over, redid a whole bunch of other stuff on it. So, you know, the guys did a ton of different maintenance tests and stuff like that. A million different run-ups up to temperature. So now Dave and I, we're gonna take off here and we're gonna get way up high above the airport and just get some heat in it, run it, check all the gauges, make sure everything's looking good there. Yeah, just stretch his legs a bit, and then as long as everything goes right, we got these two little knob thingies here that are gonna make the engine all happy with turbski power here.
Been excited to try those for.
Yeah, you
a
have
long
been.
time.
We've been talking about that for the longest time. So yeah, so let's see how the flight goes. As long as this thing, everything goes well, then it's ready to be put on the market.
Yep.
Ready to sell.
Hopefully
So,
for a good owner to take good care of it and
Yeah.
enjoy it. Get places nice and quick.
absolutely. I'm gonna miss it though. It's this. We've had a lot of time in this thing.
I'll miss it too.
Yeah.
Chester County traffic, Twin Comanche 7520 Yankee. Be departing 29, climbing above the airport, left circle.
We're right up at a little about 7,600 feet. All the temps, they look good. Oil pressures are good. Everything seems like it's doing what it's supposed to do. So we're going to try to get up to about, I'd say 9,000 feet. We're going to take a look at our maximum manifold pressure and then start putting turbo to it. We want to see that manifold pressure come back up once we have the turbos turned in. All right, we're right at 8,200 feet. Everything here, all the temperatures, they look good. That right engine seems to run a little bit warmer, so we'll level off right around 9,000. Make sure that's nice and cool, just for testing purposes before we kick the turbo in. But it's still, even at all but 9,000 feet, we still have 21 inches of manifold pressure. You can go 28 inches manifold pressure up to 25,000 feet. We're obviously not going to go that high because we don't have oxygen with us, but that's the instructions. So
Getting a little hazy up here.
it is.
I heard there was more wildfires going on.
There is up in Canada. All right, so we're 9. Let's level it off. We'll cool her down, go to a cruise power setting. Make sure that sucker's nice and cool.
There's the speed coming.
Oh, she scoots along pretty good up here.
Yeah, we're doing a good 130
Mile an hour?
knots.
All right. I think we're good. You're ready to so dial those turbos in, and we'll see what we get manifold pressure. Make sure they're working.
All right.
Temps look good. I'm going to start rolling these in. You ready?
Yep, one engine at a time.
One engine at a time. All right. On the right engine, and I'm just going to roll this in. All right. There we go. All right. So there was where it started. We're about right here. So I'm going to go in here. The left one. So now we're starting to get
There it is.
some turbo. So it's like the last inch of turbo. All right, so that's max turbo right and left. Looks like the right turbo's got a little more turbo than the left one. Yeah, so we are all the way into the panel on the turbos. And it brought it up from 20 to pretty much 25. Now, we might need an adjustment on this left engine as far as like where the cable is. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at it when we get in the ground. We got temperatures. We still got a little bit of that right one. It's not hot, but it's definitely warmer than the left one, so that's something we're going to check out. Oil pressures are good. Yeah, it's definitely picking up speed.
Yeah.
You kind of got to go on a trip to really mess with it, to really
Got to take
get
it
a
back
feel.
to the mountains and then try taking off with the turbo.
Right. But we do know that they work. We do know there's no smoke rolling out of the back of the airplane.
Yeah.
So we know they're good. Temps are good. Let's pull the turbos. Let's get down and let's get it inspected.
Okay.
Ready to go? So I'm gonna pull the turbos out. There's the right one. There's the left one. Well, that made a difference in it pulling, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so we're gonna pull that all the way out. Pull this one all the way out. All right. Yeah, so we're good to go. Manifold pressure came back down. It gives us about 5, so I don't know how healthy that means the turbos are, because it's saying something about 29.5 map up here. Maybe one of you guys knows, but we'll research it when we get to the ground to see, is that healthy, is that not healthy, like what's going on there, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
I was expecting a little bit more based on these numbers, but
Did you want to hear it like spool up and...
yeah. More like a rocket motor.
Right.
All right.
All right. Good deal. I'm happy. No smoke. Everything worked. It makes me happy.
She's smooth.
Yeah, it's good air today. Besides being a little smoky.
Chester County traffic, Twin Comanches, descending 5,000 southwest of the airport. We'll plan to enter left downwind 29.
Chester County 1701, Yankee, final runway 29, Chester County.
Chester County traffic, Twin Comanche left base, 29er, Chester County. All right, you're down. Green light.
Green light.
Thing sits lower to the ground than you expect it to.
Yeah, all of these, like, the Seneca's the same way. You think you're going to land before you're going to land.
Yeah.
And that's what gets that float and the flare.
Yeah, and you really got to wait to pull out the power all the way until you're, like, there.
Yeah.
Did a little practice on it.
Oh, it's pretty good for a rookie.
Rookie Twinkie pilot.
Yeah, Twinkie rookie for sure.
Chester County traffic, Twin Comanche, clear 29.
All right. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, man. I always love flying this one. Turbo time, baby.
Turbo time.
Turbo time.
All right, so everything went really well. Kind of uneventful. Turbos worked well, no smoke, as far as I could see from the sky. I don't know if you guys saw anything, but looked really good. Great oil pressure, positive manifold pressure. It definitely gave it power, gave it speed. At one point, we're cruising along at like 170 knots. This is gonna be one awesome airplane for anybody. This is gonna be a great cruiser. I think like every other airplane, I'm gonna be sad to see it go. But if you guys want a Comanche with some turbos on it, we're gonna have to put this thing up for sale so we can make a little bit of money so we can keep doing what we love, and that's saving airplanes. Guys, thank you so much for coming along with us. Take care.